Hello everyone, and welcome back to the second part of the Reaktor multi-effects tutorial. So we're going to pick up with this multi-sync delay, and like I was saying before, we're going to use it to loop. So we've created a bypass, which is good. Before I go ahead and make a straight looper, I'm going to make a more traditional delay so we can just have a little bit of a reference. So to start with, I'm going to set this to 2/16 notes. Turn the feedback up about a third, and turn that on, of course. Whoops. Let me turn these to bypass so we can get an idea of what we're doing. So that would be the more traditional delay that we all know. Save that as delay. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is make some presets to loop. So to do that, obviously we're going to turn up that feedback all the way up. And this is always a little bit dangerous, so we're going to take some steps to make sure it doesn't start spiraling out of control. So I'm going to set this loop first to 8 quarter notes, 2 bars. And put the mix at 50. And go ahead and turn the feedback up now. And let's call this 2 bar. Before I do anything, I want to create a snap to control it in case it does go crazy. So to do that, I'll just maybe turn these off and call that 2 bar off. Okay, so let's go ahead and loop something. All right, now we got something going in there. We can start messing with the effects. And one thing I'd like to say about some of these effects is they take a while to get to really figure out what's going on. But if you get spend a little time with this one, you can sort of figure out what does what. Oh, I guess this one needs to be turned off too. So anyway, so that would be the basic looping. Now it's nice that this one is actually in time, and if we were to have it hosted inside of another program, it would stay in time. But since it's not, it's just sort of running free right now, we don't have to worry about that. Let's make something maybe a slightly more musical, and to do that I'm going to lengthen this loop so we can play around more. Let's go ahead and make it 16 quarter notes. I apologize for letting this one go on so long. Now 16 quarter notes is a lot of delay, so what we're going to have to do is actually modify something in here. Hopefully I can find it where it's actually, we have to tunnel down into the delay and just make sure that this is set to a max delay time that can hold 4 measures. So I'm guessing right now, but let's say 20,000 milliseconds. And I'll do that to this other one as well. Oops. Okay. And make sure it's still working the way we want it to. Okay. I think that worked right. Okay, so let me get rid of that. I'll put these on bypass. Now we notice that I've turned the feedback down, but since it's so long now, it's not going to end quick enough. So that's where a switch like that is helpful, and making a snap is even more helpful. So let's see. Before I lose what I had, let's go ahead and append this as 4 bar, and then make another one that's 4 bar and off. All right. So I'm ready to loop some more stuff. And let me try to create more of just a soft palette rather than a hard defined riff. Okay, so here's a little something. One thing to note is we could make sure that our delay does not get interrupted by turning off the input gain, or if you're playing guitar, you can just turn your input volume down. And maybe I'll just try a few effects just to see what can happen right away. Oh, we did that one. I'm not completely crazy about the snaps that come with, the snaps that come with this analog filter. They're not that geared towards guitar or something, but I do suggest making your own snaps right away once you've figured out how to work this crazy filter. I do like this resonators here is really musical. You can make sort of melodies and stuff. Okay, well, let's end this tutorial and we'll pick up the next tutorial talking about maybe automating some of these things with an external controller, and also putting them inside of a host DAW like Ableton or something, and syncing it to the beat like we were talking about. So thanks so much for staying with me, and please join me for the next one. Mike Fonte, and this has been a Reaktor multi-effects tutorial.